Alright guys, quick recap here. It was not the best day. Not the best day. But, what can I really do, man? So let's go. First trade was here. Pretty obvious long for market open. Second trade, yeah, took a no, hold on. Yeah, where was it at? I think I shorted. Yeah, I shorted here down here because we had this 4 hour fair value here. So I was thinking, we could tap it and then go higher. But they didn't do that. They didn't do that. We're tapping here. It has some SMTs up here. Closure below here. Entered right there. It's like something like this. I think my stop's like right here. And I was trying to target one or two. But that didn't work out. Second trade, we inverted this bitch again right here. I said, okay, we're probably gonna run higher, which we did in hindsight. I think I entered. I think yeah, I just market executed like right here. I think my stop's right here, target here. But yeah, I was aiming for more. Look at this shit, bro. They ran another 60 points. See, I didn't know that was gonna happen though. So that would be nice stuff. I caught that. But yeah, hindsight never took me out. But I have criteria where this and that, if this and that happens, I'll take it off. I was looking at, where was it at? No, yeah, I was looking at this. If we invert this, I'm gonna close it. It's pretty logical to think that if we invert this here, we're probably gonna at least pull lower. You know what I'm saying? But there's times where it doesn't. But for the times that it does, that's why I do that. But yeah, did that shit. Didn't work out. I was like, damn, fuck. Because I was like, okay, I could take another short. I need to see a tap somewhere, in right here, and then give us, and then we can continue it. Never got that shit. I was like, okay, if we close above this, I'm entering again. Enter there. Then my stop was like, I think I'll put my stop around here somewhere. No, I think I'll put it here again. Yeah. No, this low. Yep. I'll put it this low. Hold on. I'm not in the right fucking chart. Fuck. I always do that shit. Damn. So, yeah, first trade was here. First trade. Second trade, yeah, I was trying to short here. 30-second close. Trying to target 4 hour fair value. Never happened. Third trade, inverted this. I was like, okay, I'm gonna enter. Entered here, stops below here. Target this. Bare minimum, and then target 1 or 2. In hindsight, I'm not get taken out, and then so on and so forth. I already explained why I did what I did. And then I wanted to see price tap anywhere here in these fair values to possibly get us back lower here. That never happened. I was like, okay, if we close above here, we're entering longs again, targeting this high. As soon as we did that, we got that right there, entered. Then my stops are here, then move them here, and eventually move them here. And yeah, I was just adding more and more to the trade so I can at least make something, bro. So I was kind of down. I wasn't oversizing, as you can see. Hold on, let me switch. You can see I really was not oversizing at all. I was putting in small cons, even this long here, as you can see, 3 cons, 3, and then last trade, I added more and more. Because to me, this is the last line of defense here. Because we already did so much bullshit in between that if this is not gonna hold to run us lower, then it's gonna fucking take this out. Because we're still pretty bullish. We still got this up here. So yeah, I know it's just targeting this high. Like obviously I could try to target this, but I'm already down in a fucking hole, man. You know what I'm saying? Least I could do is target this high here, make something. Either break me even or make something. So that's why I did that. And yeah, that's about it for the day, bro. Fuck, bro. So yeah, this is I'm targeting here. Like obviously I could try to target this here, the gap fill, but like I said, I was already in the hole, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm just gonna target this. And yep, that's where we are. Let's see, the funded account is up 250. Garbage. That's really what. That's how much I was up pretty much on the first trade. So pretty much break even. In that sense, I'm break even. Like if I didn't take any more trades, I'd pretty much be in the same position. But this one is up pretty much 500 right here. I sized up heavier in the eval than it's a fucking eval. So, but yeah, pretty like. See, this is what I always say, man. Like knowing where price goes is like pretty fucking easy, to be honest. It's just it's just positioning yourself in the right time and in the right place. It's the hardest part. It's just what trading is about, and also wrestling yourself and shit. I wouldn't say I crashed out or like tilted, like this. I was well aware of what I'm doing, but I do admit that I was oversized towards the end of the trade. Like the last trade, I was very oversized. I admit that, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes, man. So yeah, because at this point, I was pretty damn sure we were gonna take this. It was just the only thing I was worried about is if price wants to retrace again to run it higher, because I might get kicked out of the trade. That was what I was worried about. I was 100% sure we were gonna take out this high at this point. But yeah, especially on the fucking funded one, since I was heavy as hell on that shit. Like I think my entry was averaged in at like 83 or some shit. So yeah, it was like around here. Like if price could have easily came down here again. If price did that, I might have gotten kicked out because I was in at 15 contracts. So 30 times 15. No, 30. Yeah. If that would have happened right there, I would have get hit for daily loss limit. Because I was already down $600. So I do admit I was oversized. But everything else, it was, I did what I'm supposed to do. But yeah, that's about it for today. I'll see you guys in the next one.